All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and our home team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run it now out of the gun across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Foles. And Jeffrey's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's an Eagles first down as Foles finds Jeffrey. They'll run with Clement. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Foles. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. The run, it's Clement. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. And here's the first carry of the game for the former Eagle, LaShawn McCoy. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play here for the Bills. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Foles. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Austin. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Over!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Jordan Hicks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. It's a foot race. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Hauschka now for the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll set up a throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Austin. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Tighten up. Out. You go tight.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On play action, Allen going deep here for Bryant. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mike, 53.
From the gun, it's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Trying to get it to Clay that time. But when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about How much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Let's go, let's go. Check 43.
Great.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
This is Clement, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Allen off the play fake. And he'll jack this one down to McCoy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Detroit! That is right. Here we go now. 3-19.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now let's go. 3-19. Detroit! Gun!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Hey. 4 down.
Hey.
54, right there.
They find some open field. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Water.
Hey, 4 down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
54 is much.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Four down.
180. Yes.
Switch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
180.
He'll look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Hey, Silver.
Foles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Back to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Bills have recovered. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on fourth. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On play action, Allen. Bryant with a catch right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gun! Detroit!
Watch the motion.
On first down, Allen hit. He lost the football. It is picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now Foles. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You got 4.
Here's Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On second down, here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Over!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He completes it to Bryant. Martavis Bryant. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there just before halftime. 75 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Hauschka's kick is good. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again to McCoy. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Tight end's right. 4 down, 4 down. Check.
Here we go, goal tonight!
SOS. Check 3.
Yes!
Check 3.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike.
On the carry, here's Clement. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They'll set up to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Single, single.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Check 26, check 26.
Leopard.
Again, it's McCoy. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
That's tight. Tight is right.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On play action, Allen. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And now out come the Bills. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Check 31.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Nick! Yeah, go, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Runs through the contact. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 7. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun!
Let's go.
Gun!
53.
All right, now, lucky 56. Gun!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Bryant. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now, Barney!
Slam!
Allen off the play fake. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Check three.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
Single. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Cadence gold.
You punk. Mike's 54.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing now is Allen. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
4 down, 4 down. Watch the safety creep.
58, boys, 58.
Gun!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, gold, sound gold. Water.
54, right there, 54.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Move. 4 down, 4 down.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Green 39! Green 39!
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
2 tights, 2 tights. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Double tight. Double tight.
4 down, 4 down. Check, 4 down.
And they will take a knee here. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down.
And they take a knee. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0, zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the home team here, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Started getting money, I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta get this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to balling, I have to get my cash. The money is calling, got bands, I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. That's my jam. Run and get you that Benz. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about it, fun and watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Yeah, imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still spin the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. Yeah, that for the homies. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
Somebody call for the queen. Dagger.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got this street on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like lemon in the morning, skip school, that's true.